welcome people. Please be patient while I make my coffee. Oh, the coffee's made. Just gotta toss it into the sugar, you know what I mean? Ah, man. Gotta have coffee in the morning. Well, I gotta have coffee in the morning, the evenings, and nights. I pretty much live off of coffee. But, yeah. That's the way it goes sometimes. Well, let's see where we're at today. I think I'm going to try out the Ravana with some Sonics. Not quite getting the high damage and the kills I'm needing. And, hey, damn, Sammy, you're up early. Aren't you like West Coast, dude? It's got to be like way past sleepy hour for you, boss. Let me kick on this thing. But yeah, good morning, my man. Good morning. Alright, so. Oh, East Coast, okay. Yeah, me too, man. I'm over in Florida. Throw that about there. Lock it down. Man. Oh, don't worry. I won't hold that against you. So that means what? You're really from Puerto Rico? I'm kidding. Oh, right. Got me my coffee. Threw my glasses on. Yeah, I've known quite a few people. Better open up the chat so I can actually see what's going on there. No, I'm kidding, dude. But I know about that little joke. Man, New York is something else, though. I know it's like the city that never sleeps. I feel like I'm never sleeping most days, but got the wrong glasses. Those won't help me get the red dudes. But yeah, man, I don't know why I thought you were West Coast. Maybe all that time hanging out with Bennett. I keep trying to tell Bennett he needs to go incognito, get a voice changer, start a new account, bring back the underground. We'll help him get back up there. He can be Mr. Roboto or something. That would actually be a pretty cool name. That would get catchy. But he's playing those other robot games. But, you know, whatever helps him find the happy place. That's the way I see it. Alright, so I got my reviver drone here. Not really sure if that's the way I want to go with that, but... So what got you up this late, man? Or is it early for you? There we go, got them power cells early. Alright, let's see. I collected my videos from here. That's a damn good deal. These are the ones I tell people to get on. I would, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to use my currencies. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to start collecting my drone chips again. I don't have enough to make a pool on it if I need to. Oh? Hope for good reasons. Everything alright with you? You feeling okay? What do you do? Here, hold on, let me cancel this one out. Yeah, dude, I'm game with you. Hell, you do really know that you're gonna end up having to carry me, right? Oh, now I'm thinking I should have bought the pilot stuff when I had it available. Oh, that's good work, dude. That's something I don't see getting replaced by AI anytime soon. Oh, you're gonna have real fun carrying me then. I feel like I've been nothing but cannon fodder the last few. Yes, sir. I do see that. $5. Just looking to see what the memoriam deals would be. I passed on one that they offered me for $3 for like 6K. I'm like, is that a good deal? I don't know. I can't afford that one. Could get that. Yeah, that's not a 6K though. Ouch. Yeah, I probably should have took him up on that one. But hey, you live and learn. 40. Yeah, I guess it would have been a good deal. Oh well. Alright, so abracadabra. C5. What kind of game modes do you like? I've heard of. I've played against you, man. I didn't realize it was you. You like Dom? You like BR? What's your flavor of the day? Even TDM, I'm not as good, but that's because like pilot skills issues. Any? Alright. Alright, so let's give her a Dom. You're driving? No, I'm not driving. Oh. Man, I would not try doing this game and driving at the same time. If I'm making a coffee, I'll stop in the middle of the kitchen. Imagine doing that in traffic. Oh man, that would just be bad. Okay, he's got the Punisher, or the Corker, and the Cataclysm type thing. I don't know. Oh, he's already up over there. Hey, what's up, Samsel? How you doing this morning? I'm doing quite well, man. I'm doing quite well. I wake up with the pain, but, you know, luckily it hasn't been as terrible. It kind of like mellows out for a little bit, so. I got my boy Sammy here carrying me. He's a beast in this. He says he's got meh hanger, but he started off with that Raptor. And I think, oh no, he's in something flying now. Oh, I wanted to try the new Apo drone with this guy right here. Let's see, where are we going, Sammy? Yeah, I've been doing it's the healing process, and I'm not 100%. Oh, we got a guy cheater. We got a hacker, Sammy. And so we're probably not going to win this one, man. Just do it up for damage, bro. We got a hacker up in our spawn. Oh, I blew it up. ZDR. Hey, what's up, Spider Taz? Hey, Yusuf. Ah, they botted me. But this game we had a cheater. It's that guy blinking right here. Yes. Oh. Oh, he so deserved it. He so deserved it. Almost got him. Let's see what am I missing here. Hey yo! I'm doing pretty well, Mr. Spider Taz. Nice, Yusuf, thank you. This guy right here, he was hacking. Well, thank you, sir. You didn't do too shabby yourself, man. Hitting them triples. We would have done better if we didn't have that hacker on against us. Hey, Speeder Blitz, how you doing this morning, my man? All right, send it again. Hopefully we don't get that hacker. Oh man, they just ruined the game, dude. I'm not gonna cry about it. We did pretty good for what we did. I'm gonna call that one a win. Sammy's already terrorizing him over there. Look at that. Oops. If it's white, it's the good stuff, man. It'll keep you up all night long. I'm not sure where Yusuf is from, but you know, it could be. For real, you again? Can't, mother trucker, we got that same hacker again. Man. What are you thinking? Yeah, I was working on that. And he just couldn't be avoided. He read his, where is he? And he did the least on his team. Man. Alright, we're gonna drop it into some BR and avoid that guy. With luck. Oh. Man, they should really... Yeah, we were still awesome. That's why I don't sweat them anymore. They've had their days of ruining people's game. I'm like over it. Screw it. I think I played an excellent game. I got multiple kills with that Ravanja or Ravana. There it is. So it seems pretty damn solid. I'm liking it. Oh, I know, sir. They really need to make a public display. Dox them or something. Send, oh, well, this guy's from so-and-so India or Mexico or China or Russia. You know, dox him. Tell him where he's coming from. Ban their processor, not just their account. Delete their account. Make sure that they can't come back to the game at all. They don't want to play fair and righteous. Sure, but they can't play here. Alright guys, y'all pushing. Dead. Ooh. Speeder's gonna get all sudsy for us. Nice work there. Can't tell who you are, but do thank you. Holy cow! I think they're a little upset, Sammy. I think they're just a little upset. We just stole that one from them. They're like, ooh. Sammy's pulling the pro moves up there. Damn, Sammy. You're making TD proud. Got a freaking great squad with y'all, man. Hanging out with Tony and stuff. Love it. Love it. Sit back into some Dom. Dude, I love Tony. He rocks. Hot Mama's always been quite cool. I gotta start hanging out with y'all's Saturday night time drops more often, man. Those things are a righteous blast. No problem, man. I was just working on the freaking that leaderboard for the whatchamacallit, but I don't know, dude. There's 24 hours left, and it might be a tight squeeze. It might be a tight squeeze. I would probably have to grind all day just to get up into that, high positions. I do not like this map. Got some double D with this. I don't know why I always think it. Well, that might be why I'm always missing it, because I'm thinking it was Saturday. I thought it was Saturday time drop. Man. He light me up. Hi, Shahid. How you doing, my man? Alright, we got them on the beacon. So, let's play it smart, not feed them kills. Man, that guy's got some firepower. Just quit your job, man. Watch for war robots professionally. That's what everybody's doing. That's what all the cool kids are doing. But yeah, man, handle business. I say family and work first, man. I'm doing nothing but feeding them kills with this thing. That's a mean build right there. What drone is he working with? Alright. Watch him rip apart our team. This will be good. Save your power cells, Sammy. Save your power cells, man. What are those? Oh, okay. I got one of those. Not doing what it's doing, but he's tearing them up. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty damn good about the healing up and stuff. I'm actually recovering quite fast compared, you know. These guys they had us on range. They're lighting us up right from the get-go. And I'm no good because I have no range. None at all. I didn't even get a single beacon. Man, I did horrible. I did poo. You should run away. Go and let's get one more good one, and then we'll send you off so you can go get your breakfast. Slip back into some BR. Well, you said what? 2 more? I don't know. You play this one, and then I'll pass it to you. Oh. Okay. I didn't even much look that the first place was a hacker. Alright, I'll skip home beacon and I'm gonna go right for the farm. Sammy, I don't know if I'm gonna make it over there to help you out. You got a whole big party over there. That's the move, Sammy. That's the move. Hey, Ford. Why did the dam? This one's not looking too pretty either. But we got the bad spawn. Had to give him a push out. Couldn't be having him in our spawn. That would not have done us no type of justice. And they got the game. We did well. course, some of us did better than others. Sammy pulling off them pro moves again. Yeah, that was not smart. It wasn't. And they didn't get the damage or the kills in order to back it up. But people don't realize, man, that the game is a lot more than freaking going for the kills. Plus, they had Atomic Quake. He's pretty alright. He did pretty alright. I did try to back you up over there at the center. Alright, last one for Mr. Sammy. Oh! Let's hope it's a good one. I really do. Send him off with a good win. We're back going for the BR. And that's all you gotta focus on, man. You gotta play your game. You know, it's a 6 versus 6. So there are a lot of variables in there. Then you got hackers and meta players. You just gotta focus on playing your game to the best of your ability. Damn, they're firing you up. He's not taking no kind of damage neither. That guy's hacking. Tomat with a Russian clan name. We played an honorable one there, sir. We did. But that guy, I don't think he was playing legit. Yes, sir. Good games. Now, if you're gonna be hacking with that thing, why would you use a Manny pilot? And he's hacking with freaking full. Ah. Yeah, it's sad, dude. It's sad. Eventually, one day, they're gonna have to do something about them. I think I'm gonna slip out, have me a cigarette, try to shake it off. I guess I'll bring y'all with me. Ooh, get some in-game mail. Let's see, what is today? Black market, home motherships. Alright, so out of power cells, live show, common data, Condor. Leo is increased chances of Apodrome. So, if you get this through the, whatchamacallit? Yeah, I 100% agree, dude. That's why I keep challenging, like, Duck on to, hey, let's start a brand new account with no extras. You know, do it 100% free to play. No giveaways, no nothing. Just let's see what the game is like. You know, without having to depend on others. And man, I want to put the developers through it. I'm like, dude, come on. Y'all use so many short tricks for benefiting you, but you know, you got to think of the others, the people actually playing, the sweaters, the grinders, the ones actually in the trenches. You know, it's not about who's sipping tea with the generals. No! It's about who's spilling the guts in the mud, man. It's about who's spilling the guts in the mud. Now, all three of those videos were really, really good. How do you get a double? I guess they're running out of content. I really do wish the developers would, you know, have to go through the hell we went through. They're all sitting with their full meta hangers saying, this game is so easy. It's so easy. You just have to have everything we got. Well, when you start off the game with a Destrier and you don't have nothing as far as decent nothing, you know, it's just, man, it's just bad. And I'm I'm a slacker, but I know in China they make more taxing rice than they do caviar. So, to me, it makes a whole much more sense. Oh, I guess I'm not. Maybe I am. To me, it makes a whole bunch more sense to make a whole ton of pennies rather than a few ounces of gold. Yeah, I see the value in that. You know, I see the value of the mass, but I also scrounge this game for resources. I use These guys right here, I've kind of learned the trick. Hey, what's up, Mr. Poggers? How you doing this morning? Well, I guess it's working on tea time for you, eh? Hey, chap. I know you're not British. What do y'all have instead of tea in Ireland? I don't know. Potato soup? I'm kidding. But yeah, man, they really need to they really need to take a good look at this game and see it from the perspective. We had whiskey. You got a little whiskey in your tea. Hell yeah, dude. Hails, yeah. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna have to get this over to something cool. Well, I guess the Ravana's cool looking. So what's the big plans for today, Mr. Poggy? I'm currently cheating. I'm opening the game in a... Nice. Nah, dude. Oh, Barry. Barry. Alright, yep. I kind of like that little hangout spot. I'll lose them there. It's kind of cool. Alright, so let's see here. What kind of ads am I watching? I think I'm going to watch my drone thing. Oh, Billy. Billy. Dude, what is it with these little wings they're putting on? They got that wing on the new bot, too. It's like a spoiler, but it's not. And to me, a freaking spoiler on a walking robot does not make any sense. If you gotta lift your leg off the ground. What the hell? I just watched an ad and it didn't give me the reward. Oh dear. Why, do you hunt them out specifically, Meg? This is for Billy. Yes, in the English. I don't know if anyone... I don't know. What are you talking about, Ohio? Oh, what's up, Mr. Bennick? I didn't even see you here, man. Thanks for hitting me up during your little break, man. I appreciate you. Sammy just headed out for breakfast, Bennick. Oh, he is here. I didn't even see it. Man, stuff happening right in front of my face and I can't even see it. That's crazy. I don't know if I ever had a cam, dude. I don't think I ever did a cam. Y'all don't want to see my ugly mug. I don't shave. I look like a freaking walrus, man. No doubt, dude. You'd think I'm homeless. And I do that because it's not that I don't care. It's just, what am I doing it for? I sit at my room all freaking 364 days out of the year. So I don't ever go nowhere. I'm just freaking, kind of like hermited up. Not too shabby. I only got one keys pull. Well, it wasn't too bad. Let's see what else is available. Make any payment. Oh, I don't have to worry about that. Watch videos, get reward. Don't have to worry about that. The dailies. Yeah, I may as well do that one with the video, because I'm not doing space tech with my freaking hanger. Yeah, but I'm not. I am not. I got told I look like some dude from a band, and I don't know, Fallout Boy, maybe? Hey, what's up, Mr. Auntie? How you doing, boss? I apologize. Oh, damn it, I collected a reward. Damn it. My bad. See, I'm on a separate device. I'm keeping this one open. But, I am currently watching ads on another one while I go out and have my morning after school special. Hell, electric van driving down to my. So at the current, I am just clearing out videos, trying to keep my upgrades being pushed. Does my I don't think it well, it could vibrate. I'm curious about it. What's up, Mr. Abandon? I don't know what your intentions are about that question, Mr. Poggy. Oh, and I'm clear on that, so I can reset this. Bring this back. Yeah, I was like, what is Foggy talking about? Poggy, I don't know what happened between you and Bannock, but I really do hope y'all get that cleared out. Life is too short to be, button heads. And I don't know what direction it came from or which way it's going, but I do hope it heads down a bright and righteous path. We're all stuck in the same world, on the same rock, dealing with the same shit. We don't need to be working against each other. And as I said, I haven't a clue what happened or anything like that. And I know better from getting into it. But I do hope things do turn the page for y'all in a good way. So how is everyone else doing? Alright, but as you see here, I've got that knocked out. Prior to, I went and showed you all these. I only had one of them collected at the moment. 330. So we gained 50 subs in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I want to say. So I think we were at 280 before I started coming back to the streaming and stuff. So yeah, we've gained 50 subs. Got to clean up the dog poo. I'm still quite convinced that I can almost pick these things out of a lineup. The ones I really like are the platinum, because that's a rare bird. The power cells, got to get those. Sometimes I'll go for these purple squares, but I don't really see those as super. But the gold ones are pretty well. I don't really care for the key ones, but we had a pretty good little wheel spin here, because no matter which way you went, you pretty much did well. You know, the worst thing you could have got is the keys or the 140, and those are still pretty decent for one video. Just some see you as just. Well, that's why I'm not really going, Pogs. That's why I'm not really going for the giveaway videos. I don't want empty subs. If you're here, cool. If you want to support me, cool. Like the videos, awesome. But like, we've had people come in and bring fake accounts in, and just to add to the sub count. I appreciate it. It helped me get some extra subs, but those aren't going to contribute to views. They're not going to be likes. They're not anything except for a little bit of a notch on the bed frame. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a solid notch. I could go and work the corner and come back with 10 bones or so and do a 250 giveaway, and 4 people would end up winning a little bit of D-gems, not even enough to do anything with. But I can make you all dance around for 4 hours, and and people will do it. Oh my God. For 250, they will hang out for a live stream, all the stream, freaking chatting it up the whole damn time. Welcome back, Mr. Mr. Speeder. Welcome back. But I really see the giveaway as it's not going to be longevity. Yeah, I could grab a whole bunch of subs real quick, and yeah, it could push me to different levels where it could help in that light. But I would much rather grow the community, have a place where people are here that are like cool to hang out, share their ideas and thoughts, and watch me like do really stupid stuff with my robots. Yeah, dude. 100%. We are genuine. You know, this started off, many, many, and that's what I originally wanted to get the Unity streamer thing going, where all the chatters and the people who didn't want to put a live stream out would have somewhere to hang out, and no matter what time of day it was, they could flip it on and know, okay, boom, one of my shows is on for sure. Because if one wasn't on, the other one would pick it up and carry it for the next guy, and then everybody would get fed, dude. The way I see it, who told me that? It's like they're drug pushers, and if everybody's trying to work the same corner at the same time, they're just gonna end up shooting at each other, and nobody's gonna be able to make no money because the cops are gonna be down there and busting everything up. Nobody's gonna be able to get their fix. So okay, everybody's unhappy. Well, that's the way I see it. Like when I see one streamer streaming on top of another, it's like, wait a second, y'all are fighting each other for subscribers. When if y'all just have a gentleman's agreement, okay, you go first, you go second, and we'll swap it every other day, and I'll send my people to you, you send your people to me, and everybody's happy. And after this show, da da da, we just all work together and rip Pixonic a new one. I mean, enjoy the game. Pog, that would catch me in the feels too. But I had that happen here recently, dude. I got exiled from my former clan. I was over there trying to help out, hang out, and whatnot, and my former clan kicked me off the server. Said I was there trying to poach players. When I don't poach players. I wasn't trying to. I don't want people to come to this unless they actually want to be here. And I'm not the one on the freaking committee for bringing new players in. The people we've got in this clan are pretty high investors. Yeah, I could invite some people, but I'm not really in those midst. What am I going to bring? I've got access to people growing their accounts and working on the game. I don't hang out with the mega elite. And yeah, the game is a little bit, and this clan isn't about being a mega elite. It's about, but, I see it as we're working more together. And I'm looking at, okay, let's figure out times that we can get squad. And what's up, Mr. Tankerbot? I did see you come in. Oh, I'm not about the money yet. Um, yeah, but right, but would you show up? Think about what I was talking about by empty subs. If Spaz wasn't holding a giveaway, would you be there? Sometimes it is a good door opener. So they get to see your place by having the giveaway and you there. But it would you actually hang out and meet with the people if there wasn't the giveaway going on, is what it comes down to. And that's what I see. I'm like, okay, look, if you're only here for the giveaway, okay, cool, I get it. I want free stuff too. I'll sit out here and I'll put comments on 150 different. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Oh yeah. But I'll put comments on 150 different videos trying to gain up some stuff. But that's because I'm poor, dude. I am absolutely poor. And I've worked freaking. I prefer the streams where you can get yourself involved and earn it. But then I'm like looking at, I'm like, okay, I just put 2.5 hours of work and I made 250 D-gems. I could have walked the streets and found that on the ground for that 2.5 hours. I could have easily found that kind of change on the ground. And then there's some that didn't get it, you know. I left a couple. Man, I was like, bring back the underground. I was like, I commented on the Timu robot one. I'm like, dude, well, at least he likes the robots, you know. I don't even know what all I say on your comments, man. I just go in, I support my motherfuckers, you know. But that's what being family's about. abandoned. But Tankerbot, that's what I'm asking you. If Spaz wasn't holding a giveaway every other show, would you still be at his shows watching him? Right, right. But I'm seeing that. Him having the giveaway got you in the door. But if he stopped doing giveaways tomorrow, would you continue to come to see his streams? That's my question. You know, these guys know I have no video or giveaway. If I had giveaway, you know, I would probably give myself a little something. And as you see, I ain't got much of my own. You know, I try to hang on to every little thing I can. I try to use it as best as I can. Right, but I've had a discussion with other people too. Um, if you are spending 8, 12 hours, you know, how many hours a week are you spending doing giveaways? At what point does it become a full-time job and you are working for cookies? You know, you're working for the cookies, man. You're working for the goodies. Everyone is. But if you would take that same amount of time that you're entering the giveaways and going and visiting on the different streams, you could take that time, divert it, and use it in other methods and be much more efficient about it. Like, let's say I spend 20 hours a week on different streams and different giveaways. Now, 20 hours a week really ain't much, but let's say $10 an hour just to keep it simple, and that's below average. It's well below freaking medium range. So $10 an hour at 20, that's $200. $200 a week that you could be making and using towards real life stuff, not just this game. But I do understand. I know people that are way free to play and they think, okay, I'm in this giveaway, I'm on this freaking contest, I'm doing this, and yeah, you're free to play, but you're making it a full-time job. You know, so I see that as being a professional free to play, where if they would take the same amount of time, effort, and energy and use it towards their own wealth building, whether it's making actual money or going through and making a difference in the world, they could get so much further ahead. I need 3K to even make this list. That's possibly doable. But yeah, and that's the way I see it. I'm like, dude, Spaz, I love you, but you know, having solid content that people want to come back around for. That, you know, y'all are watching me look at freaking tournament screens. And I'm poor, dude. I last year I made a whole $20. Yeah, I live near an airport, abandoned. I'm that kind of poor. I'm actually in a pretty well-to-do neighborhood, to be honest. I'm right smack into the middle class, and I say I'm poor, but I've got my parents taking care of me, so I am not hungry. I've got a roof over my head. I'm quite damn comfortable. You know, I'm living life. Now, granted, I ain't chasing around the 20-year-olds like I used to be, but hey, Yeah, and I'm recovered from this. I'm hoping by next month I'll be up and doing door dashes or something, and I think that may be the case. And I'm okay with that. I don't mind doing a little bit of side work, doing a little bit of hustle. I don't really like the idea of having to work for other people, so that never really goes well. We butt heads, and I want it done my way, they want it done their way, and they're the ones with control, and I don't like being controlled. And, life can get very hairy when, it's not going the ways you want. All right, so pilot rush. We got to rank up some pilots. All right, now one trick to ranking up pilots is you go through your hangar, and let's say you can't do the first spot, but you can do like the last spot. Let me bring him out, and what I'll do is I'll put in like my hell burner. My hell burner I only use on, yeah, he's a level 6, so let's move him over. Let's go ahead and give him some kind of equipment. What do we want to give him? I guess redeemers. That's what we'll do. We'll do Halo. Halo and Glory. Alright, so Glory, Glory, Glory. Hallelujah. Alright, so we got the Glory. We got the Halo. We need a drone for him. Let's do Whiteout. It'll give me extra speed and the EMP. Alright, so he's there, and I don't intend to use him at all. I do not at all intend to use him. He's not got high enough level. I don't have modules on him. I was just using him for... Yeah. Yeah, it is, sir. It 100% is. And I wouldn't be putting this video out if I weren't looking for games. I'm trying to get my subscribers up so I can join the Creator Club so I can get their free goodies a month. But even then, once I get into that, then it's just another level that I have to work towards. I'm going to have to get so many view hours, so many likes, so many visits, so many subscribers per month. And yeah, I'm down for him. Send me a good Irish woman. I like redheads too. So yeah, dude. Hell, man, I think I would have fun in Ireland. Throw me in the Guinness plant. I'll freaking clean up them freaking bats. I'll do it. I'll do some. I've done some really bad jobs. But yeah, tanker 100%, dude. It's, but I don't want them. Maybe for a few test runs. What, are they crazy over there or something? I don't mind a good crazy chick. Crazy chicks rock, man. Let's see what kind of paint jobs we can go with. I want to get this red line one, but they want money for it. That one just looks like the flowers from the summer parade that they're doing for the store. Even the store's logo's got the whole flowery bit going on. So it's just a spring or summer thing. You're trying to add a little flavor, but they've been doing that. They've been putting like the percentages on and whatever the hell that is supposed to be.
You know, they're artsy. Think about it. For me, I like stopping my streams. Yeah. Well, I'm the same way, Speeder. You'll see me stop by Spaz and Spider Taz and Billy. You know, some of them don't even do the freaking giveaways. You know, I swing by, I show support. I'm like, hey, dude, hey, thanks for, having a place to hang out, having a thing going on. Let me hear what you got thoughts on. And, this game can be very, very confusing. So learning to do the different things and the different tricks of it, and like knowing what a good deal is. Like, I would not buy that. Granted, it would get me an MK2 Baglador, but those dunes probably aren't worth a damn. I wouldn't do that for the weapons either. Um, $15 for a Titan. That one actually could do pretty well, I think. But now you have to think of, the 40, $50 you're going to have to put into leveling up the pilot, the robot, and all the weapons. And why am I looking through offers? I ain't got no money. Just looking through offers and stuff. It is good if you are going to invest to look at what things cost, so like, might be worth it because of special edition stuff. But I don't think that those weapons would probably be worthwhile. That would be a good freaking thing right there. I don't even know if I have a Bedweer. I am so far behind the meta. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Well, hey, dude. Maybe we can have a culture exchange program. I'll come over there and give you all the American they can handle. No, I could use a good woman, but the chances of that happening are, I am not going to be holding my breath. See, if I had that $15, I would buy that deal. Mostly for the weapons, but that deal, that one appeals to me. That Bedweer. Alright, where are you? And I think I even have the pilot already. Man, I lost it. Oh, here it is. I would buy that deal. $15 because it's a Titan I don't have, it's weapons I don't have, and they're throwing in the pilot on top of it. So that looks like it has a buildable future. That one, that's a super good deal. Look at the silver there. $12. I don't even think I have the Eiffel. Man, do you remember when people were spending freaking $150 just to get the freaking Titan or the pilot? Right, but I care about everybody, dude. Like I keep telling Duck on, no, I'm not free to play, but I want to look out for those guys because a lot of them don't have a voice in the game. And I try to speak up for the people who don't have a voice. Damn, dude, look at that deal. That's a hell of a deal right there. Thinking what, 3 million, 6, 9. Even if you're just gonna sell it, that's a good deal. That's what, 7, 8 million to sell a Titan. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 19, 21, 22, something like that. And a pilot. That's a good deal. It's like, damn. I would not buy that for the weapons, for sure. Those weapons have not seen the I do have a troll build in mind for that, but no, no, no. I've seen those on the battlefield. They're not special edition, so I don't think that's what it could be. That I would possibly jump on right there, just for the weapons. But you can get those with what, 10k gold or 5k gold each. So that's 15k gold, plus leveling them up and upgrade them. That's where it takes me forever. The Gauss good to go special. There you go. But it's regular edition. Those two weapons, nah. Pilots you can get for. Why the hell would I buy it at 15 freaking 12k gold? Can't you just buy them for like a? No. Know what you want. Know what you can get. Let's see. Let's go to Ochi Kochi. Ochi, can I buy your pilot outright for cheap, or do I have to spend that big coin? They want 10 times the price for a freaking pilot? Training center. Can't be hired. Alright, so. Oh, man. I think for that, you could definitely get some keys. Find them in here. Oh, they got Titan pilots up in here. There you go. Alright, so yeah, I would be buying keys. And get the pilots from here. No, they don't have the freaking Ochi Kochi pilots in here. Which is crazy, because you can... Oh, yeah, he is. There they are. So for 15k gold, alright? Alright, let's see. Let's double check at that. Alright, where are the pilots? Alright. They want... Alright, so that's 12k gold for her. Or the Opian pilot, or, you know, alright, so that's 12k gold, and that's not the right pilot. Yeah, I'm like, well, they are not that expensive. Like, let's see the Ravana. His pilot, let's say if I wanted to redo the pilot, it would cost me nothing. They want 4 times the price. Alright, so we're looking at, what, 10k gold for that rinky-dink pilot, which is not the right pilot to get. 12k. Okay, so how much is 12k gold? $8. There's 15. Alright, so that's $9. Okay? So $9, you buy that offer, then you get this offer. Alright, okay. But you buy some keys. There you go. You get 4,500 in keys for $10. That's the direction you want to go. You're gonna get a whole mess more pilots. Alrighty, Pog, save some for me, man. As I said, I prefer the redhead. Oh no, I'm okay with the redhead. They're alright. Depends on. Right, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And that was a whole package for that sniper deal. Nah, dude, I'm loving it, man. I appreciate it. And my deals, I just want a 250 D-Gem, so they bumped me up a little bit. I don't have the super cheap deals right now. Alright, so Sniper Pilot. I would possibly do this. But I think I sold all my basils thinking that I'm not going to use them. But I'm looking at more of the Webers. With that deal right there, I would load up a Ravager and just crank out my other one. And yeah, that's where I would go with that. So that $15 deal, I might even consider. But for each, I don't know. I'm working on a. Let's see, where's my Webers? Yeah, park the Webers. No, not there. Maybe they're here. Yeah, I got two of them on the Shenlo. The Shenlo and the Fenrir are the same weapon pattern as the Nuo. And with me, what I'll do is I'll kind of like go through and work on all my weapons and try to bring them up little by little. So I'm really working on the Gauss and the Weber on this hanger. And on this one, it's the low dog in the fight. But all my weapons and stuff are caught at like medium. Yeah, never. I'm not selling nothing no more, dude. The biggest mistakes I've ever made is selling stuff. Like with these cinder weapons right here, I used to have the oolong cinders, but because I only had two of them, I sold them so I would have a 4-pack of the other. So I'm at the point I will never sell nothing again, dude. But I sold them before they had the plus 5%. And I just thought they looked kind of ugly, and I wanted matching things on my stuff, and I figured one different one or something like it just looked funky. And I really wish I would have kept the oolong cinders. That would have. That's one thing I regret. I've sold pilots. I've sold robots. Like you'll see the destriers and the Cossacks in here, but they're just to separate my organized stuff, because I've gone through and I've put all my robots in order just to have them all nice and neat. And eventually one day I'd like to have those upgraded too, but you can kind of see where I started going to MK2. I started chasing the metas and stuff. But like, no, that's the end of the organized. And the level ones you see here are the ones I've won. The Ravager, the Pathfinder. Thought I had more than that. Oh, there's another Ravager, a Condor. There's a Baglador in here somewhere. Oh, it's got to be in the hangar. There's a level 4, there's a level 1, and I'm just using it as a placeholder for. So I'm at the point where, and even the weapons, if you go through and have like unleveled weapons, or I won't be selling those either. They can be very beneficial when it comes to the upgrade rushes. Just push them to level 3 and then move on. But I don't know. I keep diversifying and spreading out my resources. Like right now, I've got an upgrade going for a regulator to level 8, and I don't like going at higher levels stuff, but I want to get it pushed up so I can put it onto the map and make use of the distance on it, because I have no range. All my range is like 5. This is basically the only hanger I work with. I gotta find out where I put the Sam Jock. Definitely be wanting the Sam Jock. So let's go ahead and move the Sam Jock here. Alright, the Curie is okay, but it's kind of meh. Let's get him a decent drone, because we are not playing PvE at the moment. Alright, let's go ahead with the Pascal. Those weapons are kind of crap too, so at least for player versus player. I don't think I could go Glory. No, I've got one of my glories elsewhere. Screamer, no. Oh, what could I do? Subduer is not worth a damn. I'll just stick with the hammers. Oh, and some of it's like crazy because you'll never use it. Like right here. Let's go ahead and move him in. It looks pretty, but it is absolutely worthless to do this. But I've been leveling it up, thinking that maybe one day. But I'll do like, see, this is gonna go in my hangar for the upgrades, so just so I can keep upgrades pushing, and it encourages me to keep grinding games. Right, and I'll spend a lot of time swapping things over. Like here you go. This is a good. No, that's not a good representation. All right, so like you see the regular scatties. The reason they're sitting there is because my special edition ones, not the Freedom ones, because I think the Freedom ones look a little silly. I want to do the corrupt ones. So I'm trying to work my corrupted scatties up in order to be able to equip those and put those to use. But I'm having to do it with so many, and I need what, a total of 5? Like, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now these others, I don't even know why I upgraded. Hopefully I did and got like pushed forward on a domination leaderboard where you have to do upgrades or something. But that's what those are good for. And I've got a whole freaking, but like the gas, I've got 4 gas units. I've got 1 to level 7, I think, and then 2 to level 4. Oh, I thought that was here. So it's gotta be on this hanger right there. Go here and then over. So no, I've got 2 to level 7, 1 to level 5, and then 1 at a level 1. And what good is a level 7 anything to me? You know, yeah, it's ready and primed for when I get a big discount day and I could push it if I find that's what I want to push. And then it still takes me 2-3 weeks to get that thing into my hangar. But that's why I went and pushed one of these regulators, because I do want to get this build pushed into the hangar, because it could help me. I just I'm poor, and I'm not putting the gold into it, and I don't have the discount, but yeah. And honestly, I do like their idea about going with that, where they put out a regular edition, let it show that it's doing pretty well, nerf it down a little bit. Okay, cool. Put out a special edition that will do just as well. So the people who want to stay with it can stay with it, but the regular edition is going to get knocked down 5%. So if you want to keep what you had, you would have to upgrade all the way back up to where you were with something new. And you would have to go get it. So, yeah, we should milk farmers like, or players like that in a sorts. But I don't know. I think we should really be looking after the lower end players, the people in there struggling. If it were up to me, I was wanting to hold a tournament where everybody would start off with a brand new, right out of the box hanger, which had nothing in it. So no booster packs, no starter packs, no giveaways, no it would be just what could you do with this hanger that you're going to have to build all the way up from scratch with no investment. And yeah. Well, the last rebalance was actually, I think it was well thought through. Nothing really got killed. Everything seemed to be working so. There still needs to be some improvements. Like there are some robots out there. You can easily go and check your intel and see there are some robots that people will not use, like a Jaeger. Nobody's touching a freaking Jaeger. You know, everything else is pretty much intel up. But they should beef up the Jaeger, make that thing where people want to use it. But right now, it ain't nothing. Its meta was very, very small. It wasn't a really great freaking meta. Look at the weapons, the same thing. These intel things can tell you everything about them. Very few people are going to be using the Hornet. Nobody's using these freaking acid sprayers. These talons, claws, and jaws, nobody's touching. The deceiver, nobody's using. And the Dune, everybody gave up on that one. The gas, look at that, 5% of the gas. So you can tell that is a meta that you don't want to get involved with. Nobody's using it. It's not a value to you. But look, my Lanani and Nani, they're already up. They're done. They're checked off. The robots aren't even checked off. Yeah, but the Samjock is really going to hurt those players because things like the Skyros and the Loki and the Samjock, even the Shinlu and the Scorpion, anything that is designed to hide, pretty much all these saboteur robots. No, it's not letting me select. So all the saboteur robots, and it won't let me do that there either. Hey, what's up, Solo? Good game yesterday, man. It was me and Endu, I think it was. The clan boss here. Oh, shit. I was done screwed up. Okay, cool. I think we tried to send you an invite after, but man, that was a good game, dude. But you have a good night, dude. Sweet dreams. Let's see. I just like some only. Yeah, but they're so close range, and they do have a semi long reload. So you want to talk about a broken weapon, dude? A broken weapon is going to be um, these down here. No, that's not it. Broken weapon, ultimate havoc. This thing is broken to pieces. Look at that. Stupid fast DPS, extra fast reload, and short range. The only drawback on this weapon is its short range. Everything else about it just screams it's gonna hurt you. I'm gonna have to come back and because I was trying to read starting your Sam Jock one right here. Yeah, well, if they increase it, yeah. Let's see. Because I noticed the little tweaks from when it's brand new. It's just an annoying bot, dude. You keep them on the run, and then people realize how to stay out of the turret's line of sight. The turret still only has a 350-meter range. Yeah, but they're gonna get toned down, dude. They're gonna get toned down. Right, but a Newton was meta so long ago, and welcome back, Mr. Bannock. Newton, oh my God, that meta was so terrible. I hated the Newton. That thing, and I got it a week before they deleted it, and they deleted it hard. So a Newton. I actually thought the Newton was going to make a huge comeback when they put the bear on the field, because it takes all of its advantages away. You know, you kick it up in the air and it can't do anything. You just stay out of the 350 range of its what you moves. Yeah. Bannock says goodnight, Solo. But yeah, dude, I'm actually shocked as hell at that the Indra has held on as long as it has. But the Indra has the same issue as the Samjock and the Skyros and the Loki and the Shenlu and the Scorpion. It's a sabotage bot, 100%. But it spends a lot of its time using that phase shift to sneak up on you. So if it's phased, it's not really able to do a lot of damage. Yeah, I could whip out my lasso and try to crank that little bit of damage out of the lasso. But my weapons are not firing. And unless I'm timing it out where I'm only using my ability when my weapons aren't firing, so I'm not able to be hit. And that just changes that around a little bit. But I gotta work on my pilot and get him fixed up. I think it's only me, you and you. We got a little bit of Bennick action, but he's only stopping in on his break or walking between equipment or something. Definitely got to work on this. Definitely got to work on a lot of stuff. But that's this game, dude. With me looking at the resources the way I do, you know, as you see, I'm collecting my daily videos from here. I try to do my videos from there to keep my upgrades pushed. And I gotta stop doing that because I'm spending twice as much. But I'm trying to get one onto the field. I'm thinking about moving it down to here, and I was gonna push a gas as well, but I don't think I'm gonna do that, seeing as I just checked that intel and saw nobody's using it. It could be useful as a troll, but that's about it. Minos was fun, dude. That was a fun little meta. I upgraded mine just to make use of the platinum during one of the things. But as you see, I've got 2 Bajorns here, untouched. I got a Devourer fully leveled with modules. But I just recently got the pilot, so I need to build him up before the only thing it's going to be good for is fully leveled. I've got to get that these skills unlocked, and that's at like level 50. So I gotta get player 51. So it's got some time before I get it to there, unless I go and buy module or pilot currency and promote the hell out of him. But I see, I'm poor. I have to think of what I'm going to be doing in 6 months from now. And I really thought I could do a regular pilot. I actually used a Newton pilot in the Devourer originally, and it was not at all a benefit. It just didn't help me for nothing. So all these resources, complete waste. That pilot needs to be sold. Nice, Abandoned. I played Mech Arena on the beta, but when it comes to the side games and other games, I'm like, nah. If I start focusing on anything other than War Robots, even these Ask for Gold things, yeah, some of these are pretty cool and can be fun, but you're devoting a lot of time. I do Be Solo, I think, has recommended these casino apps, and they can be done and done for free, but you got to play it smart. You do have to play them smart, and I've done it, but they limit you to a one-time use type thing. And if it's a strategy game or something like that, they want your full focus. But dude, let's see, where's my regular Minos? I think I sold it. Yeah, I sold my regular Minos. It was only level 3. But that was back when I would level the weapons and not level the other. I sold my regular Muramits. My regular Indra I've kept around. And I'm just at the point where I'm not gonna sell nothing no more, dude. 100% won't do it. I don't care. I was selling my workshop parts. I was selling my freaking mothership components. Yeah, dude. And you got to look at it as time devotion as well. I've made some pretty good chunks of gold doing those, and I've done it for other accounts too. But I'll play like the raid one, and you can do it, but it's a full time grind, and you got to know how the game works. If not, you're going to be chasing things and doing things that actually set you back. Yeah, the deadlines will get you, dude. 100%. And 2 hours ain't that much. 2 hours is not that much of a investment for 16K gold. But it is. They're saying basically put your war robots on pause. And so if you get frustrated with the game and need to get time away from the game, 100% go to those apps for gold. 100% do it. It'll give you a break from the war robots. It'll give you something else to do, and you'll still be working towards progress in war robots at the same time. And a lot of people need that time away. Do you know about this hangar trick where you put a robot that you're leveling the pilot into your hangar, but you don't use it? I don't know if you know about that one. Like right now, I'm gonna go to my Curie. I'm going to change out with my Demeter. So what I'm looking at is for my hangar 2 and 3, I'm going to use the first robot. For the last 2 on my hangar 1. And where is... Of course it's over there. Alright. So what I'm going to do is for this robot and this robot, they're going to get pilot hookup. Yeah, dude. 100%. But you got to remember, a lot of those, especially the high paying ones, they want full devotion. 100% they want full devotion. And one, I made like 32K gold. And I even paid to get it. But this was back when the deals weren't as good. But it was a gambling app. And I recorded myself at the very end making a $5 deposit just so I could get the goal. And I made the goal at the very last second. I recorded it all. I'm thankful I recorded it all. But I had to freaking contest it because they didn't pay it off forever. And that thing took months. I was was griping and moaning and quite happy I got that on recorded. Quite happy I got that recorded. Because they would have just left me hanging, dude. I don't really think that they understand if they burn the little guy ain't got nothing but time on his hands to freaking to tell them how it is in the world. So they'll go out and say, "Hey, this company shammed me," and put that on 50 different websites, and then nobody goes. They start seeing 100 people saying they got shammed, and then they start to reap the rewards for shamming people, and it's no good. There is a downside to those apps for gold abandoned. They will take up your time. They demand full time. What I'll do is I'll load up my main account on a secondary device, and while I'm playing War Robots on my secondary device, I'm doing the app for gold. So I'll be like spinning a slot meter or whatever. And one thing I don't like on the app for gold is they don't tell you, hey, you've already done this one. So you could do it again, but we're not going to pay you. You know, so a lot of these, like the Pirates, I think I've done something like that, Pirates of the Caribbean. But there are a lot of them, like the Raid. I can't do Raid again. Yet it will still offer it to me. And there are quite a few of them that, you know, are pretty good. And you just got to remember what the deadlines are, hold to them, and make sure that, see, that Ant Legion, that might be a worthwhile offer. Let's take a look at what you have to do. Open the game, complete task, win multiple rewards. So they're saying upgrade a queen. You probably, if you're free to play and you're not building, you'll probably only get to this level right here. These are the Queen 10, where you get the millions and stuff. You know, you're only going to get to about halfway unless you're paying. If you're paying, then they'll give you out the big prize. But when it hits the top 5 or a 5x, I might look for that game and do that. Booty products. One day I might come back to these. But it will be something I'm like, okay, I need to take a break from War Robots and not put in the time that I have been doing. Let's see. I just want to leave. Alright. Put the coffee down. Hit the close button. But I think I'm going to play like one more game. I still need to start grinding on my tournament. Need 3,000 points. I might be able to pull that off. But it's going to be a freaking grind all freaking day. And if they get lively, I might be done for. So, let's get this ringed in. Do I have game sounds? I don't know. Yeah, the raid one, I've done that one a couple different times on a few different accounts. It can be done, but the first time's always the hardest. And the second run, and I've even thought about like starting one of those apps for gold and give it to one of my cousins or something on a secondary device. It's like, here, you do everything you can with this. Have your fun. Earn me the gold. You know, if you get so far, I'll buy you an ice cream or something. And that way I could get both done by uh, diverting other people to doing something either that they're good at, because I've known people who play raid and think it's the best thing ever. But why did you link to me? And you unlink. Oh, great. Fudge. I'm gonna have to come back to that. I can't read it at the moment. Yeah, some of them it's like, hey, just download this app. I think I got that off of one of the movie watching apps, or where it has like TV shows stuff. Like Flickr or Crackle or something like that. Some of it's like, hey, download and watch one show, and you're in for whatever. So when they do come out, sometimes like doing the surveys, those could be worthwhile at a time. You just knock them out real quick, and you get paid, and everybody's happy. I think he's the one I'm freaking fighting with on the freaking leaderboard. Yodams. Ah, I didn't want the hell burner. Alright, so you're more of a benefit right now. Yep. 100%, dude. I signed into freaking, and that, when I did that, it helped me immensely. And at that point, I started signing in to the different fan pages ahead of time. I would learn what is needed and what needed to be done in order to go ahead and get me progressed quickly. And I'd go onto the main fan page. Hey, I've got this offer coming up. If I do this, I can. Is that plausible? And they'd be like, yeah, if you're willing to pay. And I'm like, no, I just want to grind it. Can I do it by grinding? And like, nah, that's not going to happen. So you definitely want to take the time to feel it out ahead of time if you're going to be trying to make a major time investment or invest resources like cash. So you definitely want to be smart about it. Alright, so I'm at 9. I need 31. I need 3,000 points. As long as I stay in the top 10, I'm gravy. I'll get the gold robot pad. So I just gotta stay in the top 10. And I don't have that much of a lead. So they could overtake me if they want. Hey, what's up, mailman? I was thinking about calling it. Is it? No, it's not Yodem. It was Yoel. Okay. Just chilling, my bro. Right now I am working pilots. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of tricking the system a bit. I'm using the multi-hanger, and I think I'm doing this trick where I'm leveling these bots pilot even though I'm not using them. And they may have fixed it, I'm not sure. I need to run through and check. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the Ravager in. Oh, I need to be in hangar 1. So Ravager will go here. So move to hangar. And for hangar 2, so I will put my Condor here. Alright. Now, what I need to do. Alright, those pilots are fully leveled. Those pilots are fully leveled. Alright, so hangar 1. Change robot, Baglador. Man, I hope I don't spawn this thing in. He's at level 10. But I've got other pilots. So let's give her a Nova Light. And I did have one I wanted to go ahead and start putting in. I think it's the module. I think it's this one. Yeah. Let's go ahead and play with her. I think she's going to be the best for this. And no, that is not a correct build. Let's go ahead and try to fix that a little bit. other baglador. I think it was this one I pulled off of it. Alright. Okay, so basically my thought is, hey, what's up, Anti? How you doing, my man? Alright, so here's what I'm doing. Now, I will start off the hanger using this guy right here. Now, as you can see, these guys I do not have level on. But I don't intend to use those at all. I'm going to be using like this guy, and this guy, and no, don't want that one. Oh, but I think I would be okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my fifth? No, I need it. Alright, so there we go. Alright. So on hanger 3 and 2, I'm using the first 2 robots. And on hanger 1, I'm using the first robot. And we're going to see if this trick works for doing the pilot rush. To get the, what is it, a Nuo data pad. I don't know if this is grindable at all. You're probably going to have to put some money into it. Beacon rush, or escort the payload. Okay, so beacon rush is probably the better dealie, especially since it's so hard to find a good push match. Alright, so as I was saying, I'm going to use this robot here on the first hanger. Now these other robots, they have pilots that I'm trying to level. So hopefully by using this first robot first, that's going to initiate hanger 1. Then on hanger 2, I'll use these first 2 and these 2 here on hanger 3 to complete the game. But we're going to hit a BR battle and see if this hanger trick works. So right now y'all are getting an in before I have made a video about this. So y'all are the lucky few. I have told Tony about it. I told him to make a video about it, and just so y'all get to experience. Yeah, I always have that issue, and I don't even have the right goodies too. So let's see, hanger 1, Ravanna. All right, gonna get a little run on over. Oh! Alright, so I'm going here. I'm going to go to the second hanger. Let's go with the Condor. We need to make our way across the map to go get that sniper. Got one back over in there. Alright, so let's go to the healer. Ah. Hey, what's up, Light? How you doing, boss? I was trying to show off a trick, and I'm not 100% if it's gonna work. So I do need to recheck it. So I will be playing at least one more battle to double check it. But basically, there's a trick if you have multiple hangers. You start off with the hanger 1 with your first robot, but on hanger 1, robot 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're not going to use. And what it does is it's supposed to level the pilots in your main hangar, even though they're not being used. They may have fixed this trick, and I'm about to find out. It's saying I got 46 pilot level, but I did put into motion this pilot right here. So I didn't check the levels of the other ones, but we will see. So we'll know right now if the Raptor pilot gets leveled up. So here we are going to go back into battle. We're doing Beacon Rush because that's what they asked us to do in that current leaderboard, and it's the one for pilot, but it's a Leo Neo type data pad. So I may be grinding BR for the rest of the day. Maybe I'll pull my 40 victories. I don't know. Oh, hang out for like, well, yeah. All right, man. I hope you enjoyed your time here, dude. I enjoyed your company. So don't be a stranger, man. Yeah, Mailman rocks. I've known him for quite a while. He's one of the major reasons I came back to doing streaming. He was like, "Hey, man, where you been? Miss your shit?" I almost want to back out of the game. But we will see, especially since that Raptor pilot has nothing on it. It's ready to upgrade. Or it will hit level 30. Alright, so I want Hangar 2. So dead. Take care, Speeder. As I said, thank you for your company, man. Yeah, I don't really trust that game. Not at all. I think they turned on the hacks. I would have to go back and watch it, to be honest. Alright, so 40 Pilot XP. Let's go look at the Ravager. No. No, they fixed it. Alright, so that pilot's getting something. I don't think any of my other ones are. Dang it. Man, if it was because I told somebody, that's so messed up, dude. I'm gonna try it again. They may have fixed it. They may have fixed it. It was also working for the Titan pilots as well. And if it's someone that I thought I told, and they went and told the developers, that's going to be completely ironic for me, because they were like, hey, don't share this certain info. I'm like, okay, I won't put it around no more. So, Hangar 2, let's go Condor. Dude, you just blocked all my shots. Hangar 3. Just Sandcock. Yeah, those are the two most meta bots in the game, man. There's the Nuo right there. The Leo is extra super tanky. The trick to the Leo is to hook up to somebody super durable. So don't pick somebody with phase shift. So a Ravana, a Samjok, or an Angler, or even an Indra would be no good choice. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. What kind of weapons are you gonna go with it? Because you got the one with the 3 mediums. And what kind of drone do you have to go with it? All right, I got pilot credit. But I didn't use this one, this one, this one, or this one. All right, so it gave me pilot credit, right? Did you upgrade that yesterday? Go with the Punisher T. On the Ultimate Punisher T would probably be a real good choice for you. So yeah, so I didn't use any of these guys yet. It's giving me pilot credit, and I'll do it one more again, just for verification purposes. But this is a way you can work towards the leaderboard without having to risk anything, and upgrade your pilot without having to invest gold or videos. Um, Have you got Webers? Webers might work well. They're kind of like the new meta at the moment. Alright, how come I'm hitting him and he didn't get the... That might do. it's Sloppy Seconds. Or is it Skyros? Is it Sloppy Skyros? Sloppy Seconds. Oh, man. Man, I was hoping that was Sloppy Skyros. See, he's using like Weber's. He's using the Gauss Weber's. I think they can go right through my shield too. And this time it didn't give me any pilot credit. What the hell? And I use this spot. That's crazy. I'm doing all right. I'm recovering quite well. I am going to be wrapping it up since we're hitting the 3 hour. I'm probably going to do a video about this pilot credit thing, if I can get the thing done right. We will see though. So 870. I've got a long way to go. Yeah, that's a lot. Alrighty, boss. You have a good one, and I might be back on a little bit later. Wow, damn, dude. Yeah, I've been not really super here at it, but yeah, dude, thanks, man. Oh yeah, I'm doing everything I can to get the subs up. We're up to 330, I think, which is 50 more subs than we had like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that when I was down. So since I've been back, we've made 50 subs, which is a bonus and a benefit. But I just got to keep freaking grinding on it. So we're what 180 subs from being able to enter the Creator Club. Then I'm gonna have to pass a couple other things, getting views and getting watch time and all that fun stuff. I know I could pop it up if I needed to by doing giveaways, but that's not really the direction I'm trying to head. I figure a giveaway view is kind of like an empty view, you know. Yeah, they're there, but they're there for your money, and that's it. And it's like, okay, that's like a stripper at the club, you know. They love you a long time as long as you slide them some dollar bills. But as soon as your wallet hits butterflies, they are out like a fart in a fan factory. Yeah, and I need to push shorts and other stuff. So I'll start clipping videos, and I got to get into the editing phase. I've got a laptop here, so I just got to finagle how to figure out how to power that thing on and get it moving. But thanks for hanging out, dude. And I may even come back on in a little bit. I don't know. I'm pretty much grinding for the next 24 hours so I can hit this leaderboard. But time will tell. I've got to come up with 3K points somehow to make the cut, and probably more than that. Yeah, I'll be seeing you around, man. 100%. Alright. Well, peace be with you. I'm going to go grab some eats, have some smokes, and, you know, relax a little bit. Maybe even get some games on. Get a video recorded. We will see. Alright, man. Peace be with you, bro.